Hi folks, Scott Review guys. My plan was to review Smackdown today. Last night we got together, Chris and I. We did all our Q&A videos. And I must tell you that it's a time of many revelations here in the review guy world. In fact, Chris stopped by. He's here right now. And he's got the first big revelation. Chris, come, why don't you sit up?
All right, here we go.
No hat.
That feels good. No hat, no hair.
That's right.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the Q&A video that we did yesterday, but I'll do it again. Please, by all means, rub my hair.
You're gonna ruin the surprise. Sit up. Don't do it.
They'll do it.
So what happened was
they may watch that one and not watch this one. You know.
It's highly likely because when they see a video starting with just me, they turn it off. So
I need to see the notes because I did not watch the show.
Right. So Chris didn't watch Smackdown.
I have no idea what we're gonna do.
I was gonna review, so I'll just sit here and review it while he listens and chimes in. Now I must say I did miss the first few minutes, so I assume what happened. I don't know if Swagger spoke, but it looked like Big Show and Jack Swagger were about to have a match. And it turns out that Cody Rhodes and Jack Swagger,
that's
the Lisbon boys, they attack Big Show, right?
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
I saw that.
Rey Mysterio comes out to help. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll see Rey in just a minute. Have we talked about the fact that Rey was not on SmackDown the first Friday after he won the championship?
After he won the championship. I found that kind of odd.
I don't remember if I said anything about that.
That is just me.
But yeah, I hope that's not an omen. But we'll talk about Rey in a second. Okay, okay. They announced Money in the Bank participants: Kane, Matt Hardy, Cody Rhodes, Dashing Cody Rhodes, Christian, Kofi, The Big Show, and then two others who have not yet been named. Well, what do you think? I'm afraid Kane, loser. Matt Hardy, loser. Not that I think they're losers, but I'm afraid they were put in there for purposes of the, pumping the fans up, exciting the fans, but they have no chance of winning. Right?
No.
Cody, I think this is his push time, so that's
a little much.
Christian, again,
he's a favorite, I'd say.
Right.
Kofi, I'd say, is a good.
And Big Show.
The problem with these Money in the Bank things is,
and I may have said what you were about to say on Monday night.
Typically, a heel needs to win it for it to have the effect, the desired effect, because it's supposed to be shocking and surprising. When CM Punk won the belt the first time, when he beat Edge on Raw, yeah, it was cool, but it was, it wasn't something that, a good guy would do. Right. That's just how I feel. I just think it's more appealing from, a storyline standpoint when it's given to a bad guy.
I wasn't around for the first Money in the Bank cash-in, but Edge waited 10 months.
10 months, yeah. A long time.
That's pretty crazy, and I wish they would do it again. I'm afraid they think we all have such short attention spans.
They won't ever.
They've got to just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And I think when they get it out of the way, it just has no, like Jack Swagger. If you want him to be the champion, then let him develop into a good enough figure, then give him the belt so it means something. Instead, they give him the belt. He shows a little bit of promise. They then give him a little kind of a gimmicky thing. I was being edged out. Edge. So anyway, you're right, and I hope Money in the Bank doesn't turn out to be an ultimately unsatisfying or dissatisfying gimmick.
The idea. So are they doing this with the intention of not doing it at WrestleMania anymore? Is that the intention?
Sad part is I hope that's not.
I'm guessing that's the case.
Because I think that is a high point of the WrestleMania build-up.
I concur.
Who's it gonna be? What are we gonna do? I don't know. Can I talk like this the rest of the video? Alright, the first match of the night. Now I do have to say this. Now Dolph Ziggler, Vicky is kind of using Dolph Ziggler. Did you know about this?
No.
she's pulling her cougar bit. And the thing about Dolph Ziggler, let me just say this really quickly.
Whatever happened to that who was he? That
Drew McIntyre?
No, that who was he? He was some Mexican or like
Alberto Del Rio?
Was that him?
I don't know. Oh yeah, El Escobar.
Yeah.
He turned face. He dumped Vicky, turned face, then WWE dumped him. So
right.
I felt bad. I thought he had the makings of a good face. I think maybe he needed to stick around as a heel a little bit longer. They jumped the gun by making him turn face, and I felt bad for him. Thank you for bringing that up.
I didn't know. That shows you how far back.
Escobar. Anyway, so here's the thing about Dolph Ziggler, really quickly. He's a heel. When he comes out to the ring, he's a heel. He's everything a heel should be. But anytime they have him in storylines with women backstage, he comes across as not such a bad guy. Do you remember when it was Dolph and I don't even remember who. There was one of the ladies,
okay,
Michelle McCool or somebody was taking advantage. I don't know, but Dolph seemed like a really nice guy. And then now with this Vicky stuff, he's kind of being taken advantage of by her. I just feel like it's a little, why not get a face to have get screwed by the shenanigans of those evil women. Those evil women. So anyway, first full match of the night.
Not all women are evil.
No, I'm not. The women in wrestling, though.
Oh, yeah.
First real match of the night: Kofi versus Dolph. Now, Dolph says to Vicky, "If I win tonight, I want to get my title shot." And I do think Dolph is definitely worthy of a title shot. But I'm kind of wondering if it's kind of becoming his thing that he's never had a title shot. I wouldn't mind so much.
He's had a title shot.
That he's never had a title?
No, he's never had a title.
So I'm thinking, if he's never going to have the title anytime soon, I might be okay with him, being the guy who will never get the title, even though he doesn't. Just a thought.
Roddy Piper was like that for a long time.
That's that Hot Rod. Sorry. So anyway, Kofi wins, and I got to tell you the truth. This was an amazing match. Dolph was just going for it. And Kofi is always exciting, and both of them are very good anyway. And I thought to myself, man, it would be nice if Dolph could win this match, and if we could look forward to a series of these matches. That would be exciting. But no such luck. So there we go. Let's see. So we see backstage, Punk was there. He had his little his arm in the sling.
Good.
Serena says she. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. I don't want to set it up. Wait a minute. Peep Show. Christian and Matt Hardy. Now they both cut these worked shoots, as everybody so thoroughly pointed out to me during the Daniel Bryan situation. They were both saying, "It's my time, it's my shot. We've been screwed over so long. The management doesn't get behind us. We can't get a hey." And it's true. And they have to feel it, and the fans have to know it, the real fans. Mm-hmm. And so they go back and forth. Christian starts to leave the ring, and I say, "Please don't get in a fight, boys. Please."
Do they get in a fight?
My heart can't handle this. Well, Christian goes to leave the ring, turns around, I think to shake Matt's hand, because they kind of went at it, and Matt attacks him, throws him into a thingy, yeah, I think Matt is really trying to push a kind of an unstable character. So
that'd be a good gimmick for him.
Well, because I think he's
Jimmy
just
legs coming out
he's so sick. There was a Drew McIntyre program that he just was a part of, where Matt was being screwed while the chosen one was being pushed. Boy, that was exciting. Okay, so we saw another Alberto Del Rio bit. Now, I did see him at the house show. Someone asked if he was good in the ring. I think he was pretty good in the ring. It was him versus the Colon brother, the other one that wasn't Carlito. Primo.
Primo, yeah, the one that's still employed by the WWE.
Primo was a face in this match.
How did that happen, by the way?
Carlito?
No, I mean, how has Carlito gone, but Primo's still there?
Carlito had some drug problem.
Yeah, but let them both go. Come on.
See, Primo, I don't think he's going to last long because I think he's a natural face, but I just don't know if he's got enough there. So Cody Rhodes is doing an interview in the Mirror, and I'm wondering if he had his teeth capped. Can anybody tell? He has very large teeth now, and he does that dashing Cody Rhodes. And I have to say, there's this thing about him, and it works because when he does that smile, he reminds me of like an 80s TV star or 70s TV star, like a Burt Reynolds or he was a movie star, I know. Larry Hagman comes to mind. Somebody who, like Larry Hagman during the Dallas days. You see Larry Hagman and he seems pretty normal, but he also seems a little on the greasy side. So Cody does that and he pulls it off so well, and that's what he's going for, slimy. And then he comes out wearing that windbreaker, which is...
What?
Maybe it's not a windbreaker, but it looks like it. But I'm liking Cody Rhodes. And his in-ring style is like a throwback. I feel like it's like a throwback to the 70s or 80s in wrestling. I just feel. So to me, this is coming together. I mean, this is whoever came up with this idea. Good for you.
Props.
I hope it was Michael P.S. Hayes. Because he's a cool-looking son of a gun. And his mother is a cashier at the Walmart right up the street.
I'm aware of that.
Did I tell you that story? Okay. All right. Kane versus Luke Gallows. Hooded Stranger interferes for the DQ. Kane chokeslams.
We still don't know who this guy is?
No. Last week he appeared without a shirt on. And so I asked the faithful viewer if they could tell now, seeing more of him, if it's Joey.
Was he built? Was he...
I couldn't really tell. It all happened so quickly.
No.
But I thought that maybe some people could say, yes, Joey Mercury. But somebody said, no, he's too short to be. Who knows? So Kane goes after CM Punk. Serena runs out and says, no, I can prove that Punk was not the one who did it. And Punk is like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. And she says...
Talking about The Undertaker.
Right. She says, on the day that it all went down with The Undertaker, May 31st, Punk was saving me, she said. She shows footage of her sitting at a bar with a gentleman who looks a lot like Lucky Cannon of NXT fame. I don't think it was really him, but it might have been.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
So anyway, he's buying the Serena drink. She's drinking, because, you know, they're not supposed to drink straight out of society. And then out comes CM.
Don't drink, people. I'm an advocate of... Hey, look, am I a bad person? Does it make me a bad person that I don't drink alcohol? I'm sorry.
Did I say that?
I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it. You know, I'm not an advocate of it. By all means, I mean, if it's what you want to do, God bless you, do it. But just be safe, people.
Thank you, Mother Teresa. Okay, we only have a few minutes, so we've got to... anyway, so Serena's drinking, enjoying her time with Lucky, and in come Punk and Gallows, and I don't know if the hooded guy was there or not, but they kind of turn over chairs and say, come on, Serena, come on. Well, the video ends. Punk is proven innocent, but Punk is mad. He's mad because of the Straight Edge Society. Their integrity is now compromised. I'm assuming that's why he was mad. And he says, do you know what you just did? By the way, the new mask, they revamped his mask last week, I think, and he's got a very beak-like thing. It's working for me. It's working for me. Okay, Chavo comes out, says to Vicky that he can get it done. He's mad that Dolph is getting all the attention, and he says, if I can win my match right now against MVP, I want an IC title shot. MVP versus Chavo ends, I think, too quickly. MVP wins. I like Chavo. I have turned the corner on Chavo, and I'll tell you why. When you see him live, when I've seen him live, that man has the ability to command a crowd. Are you saying whoop-de-doo?
I'm saying let's go.
Okay, Kelly versus Michelle McCool. They did this smelly Kelly gimmick, which I mean, the announcers spraying her with perfume or something. I actually like this. I think Kelly, and now that Mickie James is gone, Kelly, I think, most naturally likable diva. Michelle McCool, not only is she not likable, but she is a bad actress, and she's ruining Lay Cool. Lay Cool would be better without the cool. I think Layla pulls the gimmick off. We saw more of Alberto Del Rio. Isn't that fun? Ray comes out, 2-time champion, talks about stuff. Seriously. And I know you're a bit of a Ray detractor. I'm not his hugest fan. But if Ray's a 2-time champion, well, you like Sheamus. Never mind. I was going to make that comparison.
What? No, please.
Sheamus is a 2-time champion.
Correct.
Ray is a 2-time champion.
Correct.
That kind of cheapens the concept of 2-time champions. One guy shows up, they throw the title on him. Another guy works his tail off for decades for a company. They both have the same number of titles.
Yeah, but who's Sheamus's best friend?
Well, that's my point. That's my point. Okay, finally, Ray and Big Show versus Cody and Swagger. And again, Swagger enters. I like Jack Swagger when he's not talking.
You were cutting it so close.
Oh, I am. Yeah, so Jack Swagger locks in the ankle lock, gets DQ'd, continues it, and then Big Show tries to hobble across Ray, blah, 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 blah. So we got to see where this is going, but I think Swagger is doing a pretty good job establishing himself. Cody, absolutely. Big Show, I hope he gets back in the race. That's all the time we got. We'll see you very soon. Oh, Q&A videos posted tomorrow. It's my guarantee. The first one tomorrow.
Adios.